I'm
He doesn't
scissors.
know, but I'm going to be scissors.
What? We're going to be on the same team. I guess that
That's
could be
great.
fun, too. That can be fun. I'd rather not get splatted by you. I splat with you, so I
That's
guess
actually a
all right.
really good point, too. I'm glad you brought that up, Taryn, too. It's just for those who don't know at home. You definitely want to vote for the same thing if you won't be on the same team.
Yes.
Just a little pro
Good
tip.
point.
All right, so here
Right.
we are in Scorch Gorge. So take it away, Dutch.
Yeah, so it's kind of, I'm really looking forward to this weekend because this is kind of eerie right here. It's like there's nobody here. This is deserted. I'm excited to see some people get in here and play around. So this is kind of keeping in the theme with Splatoon 3, which is chaos, right? So we've got this kind of gritty, rusted out, worn down, rugged terrain here. And a couple of jellyfish up there taking
Casual
photos, I guess.
jellies. Just
Yeah,
on
so
the
this is
rocks.
Kind of a canyon.
That feels like a desert.
Kind of, yeah.
Either way.
Either
And
way.
then I'll go ahead and open up the turf map here so you
Deserty
can see the
canyon.
layout of the stage. And so I'm thinking that for this particular stage, it's all going to be about this middle tower here, because that controls the access to each side. So that's the only way you're going to get into the other team's base. So let's come up here.
Yeah, I feel
Which
most
is
people are
Dutch's
gonna-
favorite thing. Sorry.
It's all about, I think, defending this middle and keeping it controlled.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get into the other base, you're going to have to come up here and go along this catwalk, which leaves you kind of exposed from below. If you go into squid form, you see you drop right through it.
Yes. So there we go. Yeah.
And then once you're over here, then you can get back this way and cause trouble.
But now that you have the zip caster, though.
Yeah. So for, I think the zip caster is going to be great for maybe taking control of that middle area. So you can see, imagine somebody's controlling that and dominating you from the center post there. So what are we going to do? Let's get the zip caster here. We'll fly right over here. Come up this way. Woo, bam.
It attaches to surfaces that you wouldn't normally be able to ink, correct? Did we already
Correct.
mention that?
That's a great
It's
point,
so
yeah.
powerful.
It's really, really great. It's all about kind of moving in a triangle momentum. Momentum. What was that word?
Triangle movement.
And that
With
combination of the
momentum.
There
good,
we
the good
go.
range and being able to stick to every surface really lets you kind of zip around the stage and get behind enemy lines.
Imagine being unpleasantly surprised by thinking you're safe in one area,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
some Dutch comes winging in with his carbon roller and zip caster.
And of course, there are many other special weapons that you'll get using, depending on the weapons that you have. But
Yeah.
the
Well,
zip
let's hop
caster is
back
very
and
nice.
take a look at a couple other
Yeah.
sets here. So
Yeah,
let's
so
look at
cut back to
Scorch
it.
Gorge, which is going to be in the rotation this weekend. And let's hop back in.
Okay. So time to show off something a little different.
Yeah, so you're taking a look at a shooter class weapon, the Splash-O-Matic. That was the first one we saw. And we saw the carbon roller in the roller class. Let's take another look at
Splat Charge.
the Splat Charge.
Demetrius's favorite, right? I'm just kidding.
I really like this weapon. I think it's great fun. I'm just not the best at it.
So this is your classic long-range kind of sniper-style weapon. You can see the range on this one compared to the other ones.
That charge up is so satisfying.
Yeah, and that sound that it makes. So this is what it sounds like normally if you're missing, but
If you're missing, I feel targeted by that comment.
It's cool, though. I always appreciate seeing someone on my team using this weapon, and I'm always just in awe.
and when you get a good charger on your team, it's like a relief because this is really for like the crafty, skilled, patient, backline style player.
People
who
who
wants to
can
like
hang out in the back and just take people down, help defend.
What's the sub and special for this
Yeah,
one?
so the sub for this one is the Splat Bomb, which kind of this pyramid-shaped one. You throw it out, and after it settles on the ground for like a second, it'll explode. And then, let's go back to the copy machine, and I can show off the special here. So this is another special that's brand new for Splatoon 3.
This is so good. This is probably my
Copy machine.
personal favorite.
Over the crab tank?
The crab
Really?
tank is great, but this is so good. I think it's going to catch a lot of people off guard with
That's
the
true.
amount of ink you can use if you use it correctly.
All right, so this is the ink vac, and what it's going to do is basically suck up any ink that's being fired at me and then I can shoot it back and it'll create a big explosion. So this is sucking up all the ink that the copy machine is shooting. I'm gonna launch it back that way.
Boom!
You can see the range on that too.
It's so good.
Like, I shot that from like back here. It goes all the way, basically all the way across the test range here. Let's try that one more time.
Maybe we should show that without powering it up, just to kind of give people an idea of what it's like. Yeah, it looks good. There we go. And did we explain, just in case somebody knows, what Dutch is doing right now is he's actually inking the ground, so he's building up his special meter that you see on the top right-hand screen.
Exactly.
So just for those who are new or wondering, why is he doing that?
You're just randomly firing on the ground.
Name of the game is
as long as I'm standing, as long as I'm standing in front, I'm sucking up all that ink. So I'm not, I'm not getting damaged by it. It's kind of absorbing it. But if you keep getting hit after it's full, that will take you out. So you have to be careful in timing it. So
Don't let the copy machine splat you. I'm not sure.
if he was gonna do it.
I was looking a little bit dicey there for a second.
another thing that's back from Splatoon 2 is storing your charge, and then you can swim in the ink for a couple seconds before popping back out and releasing that entire charge shot.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that. So yeah, you're charging it, and then you swim, and then you release. Okay, yeah, that looks great.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't we show off and go to the second stage we wanted to show, which is Eel Tail Alley. So why don't we
do it.
cut away from this?